Alright. Welcome to another one about my Stump's World of Tanks Xbox One videos. This isn't really replay, it is a Ghost Shell video. Tanking with BumpmyStump. Ghost Shells. Yeah, those pesky Ghost Shells. You know, those things that Wargaming says, nah, they weren't really comment on. They ask you, could you show us proof? Then you show us proof, then they never respond again. And then the forum trolls all say, there's no Ghost Shells in this game, that's just server lag, blah 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 blah. Alright, well, we're going to get into the 127 here. And yeah. That right there wasn't a ghost shell. You can call it lag if you want. But I didn't get any of this lag until I started playing the Xbox One version. Now, I don't know if it's a problem with the Xbox One and the 360 not playing well together. You know, one tank is actually a meter off. You know, you're not really in the same spot that it shows. Whatever the issue is, this right here should have gone through the rear engine deck and penetrated that tank. Instead, it goes right straight through it and hits the building behind it. I get no bounce. I get no anything. I don't get any points. I don't get no damage dealt. Nothing. That tank was not there. That's a ghost shell. Ghost tank, and my shell went straight, I guess. I don't know. Actually, my shell went kind of left of where it should have. If you look at my reticle, it is kind of aimed to the right a little bit, and the shell goes to the very absolute left of where I'm aiming. First off, let's start off with, if I'm that close, excuse me, if I'm that close, the shell should never come out of my turret at an angle. That's impossible. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I understand wind and everything would throw your shell off. I understand over distance, but at 10 meters or whatever I am right there, that shell should have went straight, should have hit to the right of where it did. And it didn't even hit. The game did not even register it. It went right through that tank and hit the building behind it. There's a problem with the game. And, you know, I know Wargaming and forum trolls want to say, no, there's not. That's just server. You're just going to deal with server, blah, blah. I didn't have to deal with it when I played on the 360. So why do I have to deal with it now? If there's a problem with it, Wargaming has to do something about it. At least they should. And we'll take a look at that shot. Went right through the cupola. I fire again, hit the cupola, and we're going to come up again, and this time I'm going to aim a little bit lower just to make sure I pen, because I don't want another ghost shell. But we're going to slow that down, you'll watch. Here we go. You'll see the dirt fly up behind it. It goes completely through the cupola. We'll slow it down even more. And you'll take a peek right here. You'll see, pay attention where it goes. You'll see where it goes through the cupola. You'll see the dirt come up behind it. 100% ghost shell. It didn't go to the left, it didn't bounce to the right, it went through a portion of the tank that it should have penned. It didn't register it. 100% ghost shell. And, you know, I was watching a video from Fosh, whatever. He was in his 121, he put out a video yesterday, well, the other day. Well, actually, first, look at this. See that yellow dot right there? That's where my shell hit. Look at the yellow dot on the turret. That's where my shell should have hit. And it didn't. It went completely through. It's like the cupola wasn't even there. And it's not like I was a far distance away. What am I, 50 meters? It's not like this is a long distance shot and, you know, I'm 50 meters away. It should have penned. But anyways. Yeah, Foch had a video, in the 121 where he shot 17 shots, 17 hits, 17 pens. Now, I know he's a great player. I understand this. But if you watch the video, he just takes his mouse, aims over, boom. Mouse aims over, boom. He aims at a spot, and the game registers a hit. As long as he's aiming at a spot he should go through, he knows all the spots that should go, it registers it. The game on the console version of this doesn't work correctly. It's broken. You know, the constant bounces where you shouldn't bounce. You know, the side of a tank with 50 millimeters of armor and you're hitting it with a 122 millimeter gun and it says bounced off. Or this right here. Once again, you'll see this guy starts moving his turret. I've already penned him twice. And right through his cupola. Wait, what? No, there's no ghost shells in this game. You'll see again, I know he starts moving his turret, but if you pay attention in slow motion, where the shell actually hits, where it is supposed to hit the cupola, it hits the cupola. Goes right straight through it, hits the ground behind it. The game is broken. And instead of putting all kinds of new content out, Wargaming, and worrying about a map and this and that, how about you worry about fixing the freaking game? Acknowledge there's a problem and try to repair it. Because stuff like this, like I said, I'm going to slow this right down. You'll see he's turned his turret, I understand. But I follow him. I shoot. I'm only under 50 meters away, right? It should go where I aim. It does go where I aim. The game just doesn't render or register that it hit what I was aiming at. There's a problem. There is an issue with the game. And the sooner Wargaming at least admits it and tries to fix it, don't even admit it if you don't want, just fix it. Make it stop happening. You know, I'm so close to the point, and I hate to start all over, but I mean, I already have an account on the computer, but I don't play it. I've got a couple tier 1s, I get a tier 2. I've barely played it, but I'm almost at the point of starting a whole new over there. Starting over, going up the lines that I want to go up, and just because of shit like this, this shouldn't happen. There's not a night. I maybe play 10 hours a week, an hour to 2 hours, 5 nights a week, maybe a little bit more on Friday night or a Sunday night or something. But there isn't a night that goes by that these shots don't happen 1, 2, 3 times a night. You'll see right here, it's very hard to see, but there's a little yellow dot. That was my tracer going through the cupola. You'll see the black stuff behind it where it hit the dirt. This one, I would even maybe forgive this one just a little bit if the other ones didn't happen. And this is only 3. I've got probably 40 of these, and I don't make them that often because it's me bitching. And, you know, a lot of people don't like the bitching videos. And they really don't do any good. There was a forum post a while ago where someone complained about it, and one of the moderators, I can't remember which one, if it was Payne, it wasn't Payne, I don't remember who it was, said, do you have video proof? What tank were you in? Blah, blah, blah. And so I jumped in on the topic, and I said, not on this tank or whatever, but here's a video of 3 or 4 different ghost shells. They never responded to me at all. They never said, okay, we'll look into this. Oh, we'll... Nothing. They didn't even acknowledge it. Didn't even acknowledge the video was there. And, you know, now whether they didn't say anything, I don't know, but they never say anything else about it. And that was 2 months ago, and they never say anything about it. So there's a problem with the game. And when you can get on computer, shoot 17 shots, hit them in the right places, and pen 17 times, it shows you that this version of the game doesn't work correctly. And they should work on it. As usual, shoot the red ones.